was recently on Instagram, um, and I ran into a video by Bun B. Um, and Bun B, and it always killed me about these liberal wokety woke pro blacks. And not only does it kill me, but it shows me why not all, but most blacks will never overcome, and most blacks are going to stay in the condition that they're in, and some gonna get worse. Why is that? Because a lot of these wokety woke Negroes who can rap well, play basketball well, play football well, act well, sing well, because they do something well and they have made lots of money on it and they have become a celebrity because of, they automatically somehow feel that they um can speak on certain issues to other people, and because of they successful in their respective fields, people will listen to these people. We know this from the brain dead LeBron James, right? But that's another story for another day. I've got videos about him on my channel. But today we talking about Bun B. And you notice something about black people. I'm gonna show you something. I noticed I'm 34 years old. I've been around, well, not around the world, but I've been around the United States. I've been around all kind of different people, races in the United States. And one thing I know about black people is that white supremacy exists more in their brains than anywhere else, right? And why do I say that? You will hear black people scream white supremacy, systematic racism all day from one or two white people. They will go through their whole life, work with white people as cool and respect them, love them, appreciate them. White people on the street, speak to them every day, but one or two white people that's quote unquote racist or white supremacists will make them brand as a whole race. But that's not what this video about. I just wanted to add that in as a precursor because black people always, white supremacists are only in black people's mind. I'm gonna give you an example. Anytime you address a black person about something that is plaguing our community, the first thing gonna come out of their mouth is what? And if you listen to this video, you know I'm not lying. The first thing that's gonna come out of their mouth is the white people do it, the white people do it, as if white people is a standard. When they get money, when the average black person get money, what do? I'm talking about, life changing money, or they got a good job making $100K a year. Or they don't even have to be making that. If they made some decent kind of money, what do? They leave the hood and go live around white people. Right? They don't say, you know what, let's build our own neighborhood. And in my town, in the city that I'm from, they have a successful black judge who actually built his own community. And nothing but black people stay there. It's a super, super nice nice area. All the homes at least 200K or better. Beautiful area. But these Negroes don't do that. They go get their money and move around the white man. It's always the white man, the white man. So white supremacists, black people are more white supremacists than black because they put white people on a pedestal that white people don't even put themselves on. Everything they do, they compare to other people. And this is why they can't change. This is why they're not changing. And like I say, in most situations, they're getting worse. Because until you focus on you, I don't care who you are in life. If you focused on everybody else, it's going to be some area in your life that's messed up or incorrect because you're not focused on you. You're too focused on other people. I was in the comment section the other day in the town where I'm from. They had a white girl who robbed a truck driver, and on the way up, and wherever she was going, the truck ended up stopping. So she got out of that truck and robbed somebody else for their vehicle. They eventually caught her, and charged her with 2 armed robberies, and all the black people in the comment section calling her thug, 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 right? And then you had some black people saying we calling her a thug because if she was black, that's what the white people would have been doing. And my first thing was this. My first comment was this. So hold on, let's get this straight. We calling her a thug because we know that white people will be doing that? First of all, thugs is not a race. Thugs is of any color. Thug can be any shape or size. Thug can be any gender. It's somebody who commit crimes and cause chaos, a degenerate. That's a thug. There's no race on that. And so, but y'all calling a white woman a thug because she did something that if a black person would have did, white people would call her a thug. Okay, so that's what y'all doing? This is what I commented. That's what y'all doing? Y'all copying off white people now? Well, let's copy off white people and build our communities and beautify them. Let's copy off white people and raise our family and keep both parents in the home, which is in the black community the real problem, because 73%, although I think it might be more, and I believe it's 77%, but 70 something percent of all black children are being raised without a father. That's the real problem. So we're gonna copy off white people. Let's keep the fathers in the home like most of them do. Let's stop killing our babies like most of them do. Let's stop aborting our babies like they do. Like let's stop aborting the baby. They don't abort their babies like that. Let's stop killing each other. They don't kill each other like we do. And then in this video I'm about to let y'all listen to, it's always what other people do. Stop focusing on other people and other races. This is what's wrong with the black community, and this has what's been wrong with them. And I always tell people the reason why this is because of the civil rights movement, and I believe that the civil rights movement was the biggest mistake that ever happened to black people. And I go in depth on that. If you click the link in the description, I got a lecture that I gave on why the civil rights movement was a big mistake for the black community. Right now in the black community today, majority of blacks do not think for themselves. They idolize rappers, they idolize athletes, they idolize celebrities, they idolize black leaders, they idolize black preachers, and they idolize members from the Democratic Party. This is who the black community get all their information from, the people that I just named. If they 40 and under, the celebrities, the athletes, and the rappers and singers tell them what to do, who to vote for, and how to think. If they 40 and up, the leaders of the Democratic Party, the black leaders and the black preachers tell them what to do, how to vote, and how to think. Nobody in the black community think for themselves. And reason why the social and that all happened in the civil rights movement. Because before the civil rights movement, the black community didn't have leaders. Right? But the civil rights movement brought leaders and told black people, we're gonna save y'all. We're going to save y'all from the evil white man that's holding y'all back. Right? And at one particular time, that's what we needed. We needed some people that not so much, because you're never supposed to let nobody lead you. Only God is supposed to lead you. But sometimes people can put together an organization and you can support it. But you don't follow it and invest your spirit into it. You can invest finances into it and help it progress. But you don't never follow no man. Because every man on this earth is infallible, and almost most of the time they only care about themselves. As we see today, black leaders like Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, these people don't care about nobody but themselves. They still telling people that, they still telling the black community that it's the white man, the white man, the white man. But yet the white man ain't stopping them. The white man ain't stopping them from their children going to the best school, their grandchildren going to the best school. They living in the best neighborhood, got all this money. The white man not stopping them. And you got people who still believe these people. And another reason the civil rights movement was a big mistake, like I say, you can go check that out by clicking the link in my description. I got when you click that link, I got a whole bunch of my lectures gonna pop up, and that's one of them. But another reason, the big mistake of the black community, of the civil rights movement, that it passed down, and it never was to tell black people what their problem is, what they need to correct. It always somebody else's fault. And so today, that has still led on. And so now, we always talking about what other. Every time the mirror get on us for our problem. Listen, man, the numbers are out there. The numbers are there. 50% of all crime in the United States of America is committed by black people. These are facts. These are facts. The inner cities are like jungles with animals that kill each other like it ain't nothing. These are facts. Are black people the only one who commit crime? No. Are black people the only people who abort their children? No. Are black people the only people who kill their own race? No. But as a small percentage of American population, they doing these things at an alarming rate. And instead of somebody saying, the leaders telling them, look, y'all need to start raising families and bring it back like it was before the civil rights movement. Raising y'all families, two-parent homes. Women stop reproducing with these degenerate thugs. Men stop spreading your seed everywhere when you know you're not gonna be there to raise that child. Because what you doing when you do that is you forcing another child to be raised by a woman, and a woman cannot raise a child. I don't want to hear nothing about a woman can't raise a boy. A woman can't raise a child. A woman is not put here to be a leader. That's just not in her. Can single mothers raise children to be successful people? Yes, they can. But it's not happening that often. It's no coincidence that 70-some% of all black homes are ran by single mother, and we have the chaos that we have in the black communities across United States. I don't even have to start naming cities. Atlanta, New Orleans, LA, Chicago, Miami, so on and so forth. I can go on and on and on. The black communities all over the United States are in ruins. And majority of these households are being ran by single mothers. They're not equipped for the job. Let's just be honest about it. And the children that do make it out, they make it out with sports because they cosplay the father figure. They may make it out through the military. But majority is not making it out. And you have all these men who's over feminine because it's just like a car. If you know, for example, give you an example. I remember I had a BMW one time. And if you ever had a foreign car before, you know that foreign cars only take 93 gasoline. And if you put unleaded in them, they won't run correctly. They'll run, and I've also heard it'll mess the engine up. I don't know that for sure because I didn't do it long enough. But I remember one particular time they hit a hurricane, and it was like a drought on gas, and all they had at gas station was unleaded. And so I was, use unleaded, and you don't get the full torque, you don't get the full horsepower out of that vehicle. Why am I saying this? Because you have a child, whether it be a son or a woman, whether it be a son or a girl, if they being raised by one parent, even if it's the father, even though we know single fathers are way more successful than single mothers, but if they're being raised by one parent, that means that they're not getting the right gasoline. So they're not going to run right. The right gasoline to raise a child is a mother and a father. That's why God made it the way a woman and a man have to come together and make a baby. Two women can't do it, and two men can't do it. It has to be a woman and a man. And both of these people are very, extremely essential to the child. The mother is a great nurturer. She brings the home together. The father brings structure, discipline. They need to have that energy both being put in them from the mother and the father so they can be well balanced. And a lot of these young men today are chemically imbalanced, and they have all woman in them. So they don't know how to handle situations when they deal with the police. All they know is how to act out emotion, which gets them killed. Same thing in the streets, right? But I heard this video. I kind of got a little bit off topic. I want to go to this video, and I'm going to let you listen to this video by Bun B. And he just, him and his, T.I., another super woke clown, they both up here and they talking about how They talk about. I'm gonna let you say. I'm gonna let you hear it. And I'll finish whenever they finish. I'll finish my commentation on it.
Say this right. When we talk about crime in this country, it's almost always of origin in our communities. Right, that's where it always. When we talk about crime in this country, you don't talk about crime in Appalachia. You don't talk about crime in, Martha's Vineyard. You talk about crime in black communities.
But
Crime
that's what
happens everywhere.
happened.
Murders happen everywhere.
That's what
But
happened
for
at
some
alarming rate.
reason, it's the crime that emerges from our community, which is the threat to this world, and nothing could be further than the truth. The reality is, as a rapper, you hear people saying rap is the most dangerous job in America. It's not the most dangerous job in America, but it's a very dangerous position to put yourself in. Summertime get too hot, people get robbed and shot.
In the
Christmas
hood,
too.
in the
That's the
hood,
reality. Shit. When
in the
wintertime
inner
get too
cities,
cold, shit will get sold.
in the inner cities, and so, like I said, this man got a platform. Him and T.I. got a platform. Instead of them saying, you know what, we do have a problem in the black community. We do have a problem in the black community. Crime is happening at an alarming rate. Black on black crime is happening at an alarming rate. Um, 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 uh, uh, Single mother homes is alarming rate. Abortion is alarming. All the bad stuff is happening at an alarming rate. It's happening everywhere. Martha's Vineyard and all these places that he named, but in the inner cities, it's happening at an alarming rate. The numbers are in, everybody know it. This is why when they get money, such as people like himself and T.I., who from the inner cities, he from the inner cities of Port Arthur, Houston, and Port Arthur and Houston, I mean, and T.I. is from the inner cities of Atlanta. But guess what? I guarantee you, and I bet my life on it, that both of them now stay in the suburbs around the white folks. They don't stay in the hood no more. Why is that? Because they know if they stay in the hood, they house gonna be getting broke into, they wheels gonna be getting stolen, they might get a straight bullet come through the house. They know what happens in the inner cities. That's why they hurry up and leave. But he could be up there using his platform to tell people, look, forget what's happening at somebody else's house. In our house, we have a problem. We have a problem with single mother homes. We have a problem with black on black crime. We have a problem with abortion, right? He's not doing that. He's saying he's taking the route of, hey, well, they do it too. How is that helping you? How is that helping your community? Yes, all these other communities do the same stuff black people do. But guess what? They not doing it as much as we doing it, and most of them is bigger percentage of us. And then you'll hear some of them say, well, look how we living. That's why we doing it. Well, the white people that's living in poverty in the trailer parks is not committing crime, killing each other like that. They might be stealing and doing, but if you go, and I've been in them, you go to these white trailer parks or these Mexican place, these Mexican areas, Pasadena, Texas, and these areas where there's a lot of Mexicans in the United States, and it's a real bad area, poverty stricken. It's not no crime like in the inner cities. But even if it was, all these other demographics of people are doing fine in the world. Us, if we don't got a talent, it's hard. And even if we got talent, it's still hard to make it. We don't help each other. But like I said, I don't want to get off subject. He could have used his platform. He couldn't be using his platform. Just like these black leaders like Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson. These people could be using their platform to say, look, forget the white man. Let's forget the white man right now. Let's forget about the white man for 1 year and focus on ourselves and the problem that's affecting us and our community. Police brutality don't happen but once a month, if that. White people killing a black man don't happen but once a month, if that. Niggas killing each other every single day. 70% of black mothers are raising a child on their own. Abortions is as black women lead in abortion. In 2020, more babies was aborted than they were born in the state of New York. These are the problems that's in our community. A whole generation of blacks been aborted in the womb. Right? He could be using his platform to speak about stuff like that, but they don't care. All they want to do is virtual signal, and what's so bad about it is the blacks, once again, as I said earlier in the video, don't think for themselves, and the 40 and under crew listens to people like this. And you know what they say? Yeah, man, that's right, bro. They do it too, man. Forget what they doing. Them people coming here from other countries, setting up shop in our hood, getting money. White man, you know he been getting money, because this is his country that he. Everybody getting money, and niggas still hollering about the white man like they want a hug. Now that's another reason why the civil rights movement was a huge mistake, because the civil rights movement wasn't about um a transfer of wealth, a transfer of power. We just want to share the toilet with the white man. That's all we want to do. We just want to share the toilet with the white man. Forcing y'all self at these people's schools, just forcing y'all self on people. Civil rights movement never could have happened. People was gonna come together naturally, eventually anyway. They forced themselves on people, and they still doing it. Got white people don't even want to hire them because they know the issue. I got white friends that own businesses, and they have told me, listen, man, we just really don't, you know what I'm saying? Because we deal with black people, we got too much to deal with. They come in late, they come in smelling like weed. We can't discipline them because we discipline them. We racist, and it's just too much. And I would say, well, that should, and like when I was talking to one guy, and he was saying that he don't even, if it's a black name, he don't even pull the application. He throw it away. He said he don't even pull it. He said because it's just too much. And he say I keep a paper trail, so if I do fire somebody black, I got the paperwork that I had to do before it happened, so I'm gonna be legal. He said if they sue me for being racist, he said that's just bad. That's just bad PR. Even if you beat the case in court, he said you just still looked at as a racist. He said so it's just better not to even just And I met some of these guys, going to but that's irrelevant. But they tell me these things because my thing is this here. I like to talk to people of different lifestyles, different colors. First of all, I love all people. I don't see color. But I did create this channel a long time ago, and now I'm about to start posting stuff just really for black people. I mean, anybody can come and listen, and I appreciate it. But I'm about to start making content on this video just for black people because we got to get together, man. We got to stop focusing on everybody else and focus on the issue that is plaguing our community because the clock is ticking. It's 2023, man. We don't got time to still be hollering about what other people doing. What we doing is destroying our lives, our communities, because see, this is another thing. What other black people do reflects on other black people. Whether you respect that or not, whether you like that or not, it is what it is. People who look like you represent you. I'm a black man with tattoos from my neck down. And I had a past, but I don't live that life no more. I've been saved and filled with the Holy Ghost. I live for Christ, but it's still a situation where I go and I'm judged until I open my mouth, until I have conversation with people, and sometimes I don't even get that opportunity. Right? People judge. That's just the world we live in, man. It is what it is. And you can't always look at it as racism. Because these dudes that's telling me this about their business, these dudes not racist at all. These dudes have helped me out, gave me opportunities, so I know they not racist. But is it good for business to hire them? It's just not good for business, bro. Because it's too much that go along with that. And so I'm in this video, man, but I seen this video by Bun B, and I didn't respect it. I don't respect him. I've been stopped respecting T.I. Because these dudes are just a bunch of woke dudes with a big mouth who want a hug from the white man. That's all they want. That's all they want. You heard me? And that's how they act on TV to get the other blacks who they know can't think for themselves and gonna follow them and say, yeah, he right. No, he not right. Because it doesn't matter what's going on in other communities. Focus on your own yard. And in your yard, Bun B, with the black community in the inner cities, it's in flames. And if it don't get fixed fast, we're in trouble. Thank y'all for listening to what I had to say, and y'all be blessed.